Hey, what's up? What's going on? Overcomers. My name is Aiyana Ma'at, and today I wanted to take just a few moments before I have to run out to talk to you about procrastination, about lack of follow through. Okay, this one right here is a significant, can I say it again? Significant issue for so many people. And I myself, I'm just going to have to tell the truth and say I can be a witness. This has been something that has plagued me pretty much all my life. and I want to talk about this very quickly today so that you can utilize what I share with you and it can make you think about where you fall when it comes to procrastination. Okay. And so I think about this whole thing around not following through and putting things off. And sometimes people make it all about one of the number one reasons that we do procrastinate. People make it about this: fear. You're scared. You're not sure, right? And when there is fear and we're uncertain about, whether or not this is something we should do, and we are shaking in our boots, oh my, we'll figure out all kinds of things, right? All kinds of things to do to put off what we could be doing right now. And this is a really real thing. And one of the things that comes up for me when I think about this whole piece around fear, and I've taken some notes here, is that it oftentimes may look like we're overwhelmed, right? We don't know where to start. There's so many moving pieces. How do we do this? And so all of that anxiety and all of that uncertainty comes out looking like fear. And what I would say to you is that if that is you, and if you fall in that category, what you have to first do is just get still. Just take a moment to get quiet inside of yourself, even if it's on the toilet in the bathroom. And you have to ask yourself this: is this something that I really want? Is this really a priority for me? Is this something that resonates with my heart? It's not what I'm trying to do because my mama always told me I was going to go to law school. Because, I think that people who really got it going on, they have their own blah, 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 fill in the blank. So I got to have my own blah, blah, blah too, right? But it's not really what you want. You have to ask yourself, does it align with who you are? And oftentimes we get wrapped up in the fear because on some level, what it is that we are looking towards, what it is that we think we want, it is not even a part of our destiny. It is not even a part of our divine assignment. It doesn't align with us. And we keep trying to push and we keep struggling and we're scared and we're procrastinating and we're putting off and we're just internally forever in turmoil because it's not our assignment. So you have to first get clear, what is the fear about? Right? What is the issue in the first place? Is this your assignment? Is this something that's a part of what you're supposed to be doing? Yes, we all want more money. We all want to be able to, be successful and live it up. And so we see many people out here, busting through all kinds of barriers and making money online and, establishing their brands and, being beautiful and blah, blah, blah. That's my favorite word, y'all. Blah, blah, blah. But if you are doing that because you see Tom, Dick, and Harry doing that, and you have not gotten in alignment with who you are and what you're supposed to be doing, you're going to struggle. You're going to flounder. And so a lot of the fear and a lot of being caught up in confusion and being overwhelmed and not knowing where to start and all that kind of stuff, it's because you are pushing towards the wrong thing to begin with. Secondly, here's the other piece right here. For many of us, we are very clear about what it is we're supposed to be doing. We are very clear that this is something that we need to get done, right? It may be a small task along the way in our trajectory. It may be some really big goal that needs to happen, but we got to knock off these big to-do pieces on our list, right? And we just keep procrastinating. We're not following through. We keep talking, watching videos like this, and when we're done, we don't do nothing different. Here's what you need to do. Are you listening? Come closer. Stop listening to your mind. This is a mindset tip, and I need you to understand this clearly. I see people for a living. I am a therapist and I am a coach. and I see people day in and day out who allow their mind to get in the way. I am one who values intellect. Don't get me wrong. I am one who likes to be given new ideas and new ways of thinking about things, and I try to, implement new strategies within myself and within my clients. But at the end of the day, the mind can get in the way. The reality is this: when we are clear that we need to do something, we really cannot analyze it forever and ever. We cannot allow ourselves to become stuck in this, you've heard the term paralysis of analysis. We can't do that. We really have to push ourselves and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it. Right? Just do it. Whatever that task is, push forward and do it. Because if we allow our minds to start, messing with us and start thinking about, well, what's the next step and then what's going to happen then? But then I don't think I have this piece here together. And well, what if they respond like this? If we do all of that, we've already shut ourselves down. So I will tell you this very quick little story so that you can really grasp this piece around taking control of your mind and ignoring your mind so that you can push through procrastination and you can follow through. I used to take voice lessons some time ago, and I took voice lessons from a pro singer. She was fabulous, and she knew all kinds of techniques and strategies, and she worked with me and gave me all kinds of good information about how to get the best out of my voice. And she told me one day, she said, as you continue to sing and you find yourself in different places and, you go sing with other singers, particularly those who are professional singers, you're going to get a lot of advice. And they're going to tell you a lot of things. And she looked at me. She said, I need you to understand this. Everyone is unique. And everyone's vocal cords, they are unique. I am teaching you. And I am telling you what you need to know. So when that happens, as it inevitably will, what I want you to do is I want you to look at the person. And I want you to say, oh, wow, thank you. That's a good tip. I appreciate that. I want you to thank them, for the energy. And then I want you to politely ignore them. Go back to what I told you to do in the first place. And that is what's going to bring you success. That's what's going to give you the sound that you're looking for. My friends, that is precisely what we have to do with our mind. You already know when you're sitting here and you are clear and you are focused on what it is you have to do, when you are journaling, when you are putting things down on your to-do list, you're putting things in your calendar, you're looking at the steps, you're gaining the courage, you're getting the inspiration, you're clear in those moments what you have to do. But the moments that happen after you have that moment of clarity, and then some time passes, right, and our mind starts kicking in. It's like the well-meaning person giving you all kinds of well-intentioned but really faulty advice. You just have to ignore it. You just have to know that the mind gives us all kinds of stuff. Our emotions, they do all kinds of things. They come and go, but they will not direct you through the pressure of procrastination. They will not. So what do? You just get it done. You recognize that you, A, have to make sure that you are focused on the right thing at the right time in the first place, and that it is truly your divine assignment. And then secondly, you have to make sure that you get clear about what your steps are, that you put things in perspective, that you put things around you. You get connected in with other people who are trying to move forward as well. You put yourself in a community environment. There's a whole lot. That's another video another day. There's a whole lot of good that comes from being a part of community, right? And people who are genuinely for you. So you want to do this, and something else I had here, you want to think about your future self, right? And keep those things around you and learn how to be kind to yourself through the process and just do it. At the end of the day, procrastination and follow through, right? It is masked. Oftentimes looking like all kinds of stuff. But the reality is you've got to be able to push through and get done what you need to get done. I hope you're doing that today. I hope that you take what you've gotten from this, whatever stands out to you and resonates with you, and you apply it, because you are powerful. You are an overcomer. But you know what? You do have to stop playing, as I always like to say, and start pushing.